You know who could stop smoking at will? You can. You don't need no willpower. You don't really need nothing. No strategy, no standards. But I'm giving you all these things to help you stop smoking. But in true reality, you don't need none of that. Because when you was born, as a baby coming out the womb, you wasn't smoking. When you was 5, 6, you wasn't smoking. Maybe even a teenager. For some of you, probably was at a tender age of 12, 13. You might have a little rougher time of trying to stop smoking. But a lot of us, we didn't start to 15, 16, 18, 20, in our 20s, when we thought we was being stressed from a job or a relationship or just life period itself. But I'm here to tell you, you don't need none of that, y'all. All you need is one good thought. The thought of you not smoking. Picture yourself not smoking. Picture yourself when before you started smoking. At whatever age it was before you started smoking, how you was acting, the habits that you had before you started smoking. That's what you're going to have to do, folks. And my journey going to take me back to probably 18. Right after graduation, try some things, smoke. You see what I'm saying? But I think about, how did I make it that far without smoking? Without a cigarette? You know? And that's where you picture and put your mindset to. Because that's going to always be with you. You can't forget that. You can't forget the habits and the things that you was doing before you started smoking. You're going to remember the things you was doing when you started smoking, but those are the things you want to delete. You want to delete those things out of your mind. You see what I'm saying? Forget the noise in the background. Yeah. Focus on the picture in your mind of you not smoking. Maybe the day right before you started smoking. What happened? Picture that. Change it. Go back in your mind, change that. Change that whole outcome. And hold that thought to yourself. That's what's going to help you stop smoking. Along with a few strategies, a few standards, a few beliefs. Yeah. A few senses, different habits. That's what's going to help you. But in true reality, you don't need none of that stuff. Because before you started smoking, you was not smoking. You see what I'm saying? The nicotine, it took a grab of us and got a strong hold on us. That's all it is, folks. After you get through a certain point or a certain time frame, you won't feel the same. You won't feel the need to smoke. You might have an urge or two that lasts for a second or two. And that's because of the thought that you entertain of smoking. See, I still have a split half a second of a thought. And by the time I feel it creeping up in through my mind, I done already changed that thought. So there it goes out the window, along with the smoking. That's what we got to do, people. We got to picture ourselves not smoking. We got to go back to a time when we was not smoking. I don't care if you have to remember when you was 5 or 6. You wasn't smoking. So imagine that, because if you could do that, if you can imagine not smoking at those times, then you can imagine not smoking now at these times. You know, just put it all together, people. Put it together. You see what I'm saying? And this goes out to all smokers, all thoughts of smokers. Delete that. Delete those thoughts. I guarantee you that's going to help you.